Hi everyone and welcome to my place. I was at the market the other day and I saw this new gerbera. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's got its own name and it's called Rizzo and it's gorgeous. It kind of reminded me of a dahlia. Beautiful. And I bought them because I just had to, and I thought, now what could I do with those? What would go beautifully with them? And then I fell upon berries, and people have asked, why do I use a lot of berries in my design? The reason I use the berry is it's a beautiful round form, and when you get the variations in colour and then you look at this big form, it helps to diffuse the bigness and the heaviness of your base or your focal flower, which is what Rizzo's going to be for us today. Then when I look at them, I think, oh, what kind of a container will I use? Well, I want to reintroduce some tortoiseshell. Now I've left a lot of notes because I just found the whole history of the tortoiseshell vase to be very, well, it's historically really lovely to know the backstory as to why things came about. And I do want you to know I was very pleased to hear that in 1977 it was banned catching and doing anything with tortoises and their shells. I think that was just an appalling thing. But anyway, it's a beautiful vase and it comes in and out of vogue. And I just thought, you know, it needs to come back. The other thing I like to do is to extend the design a wee bit further. Oops, I left that, still got its price tag on it, but we'll put it to the back so that we can't see it. I like to put it onto a base so that we've got this whole, oops, sorry about that noise. That's Tiglet in the studio, but he'll go in a minute. Okay, so I like to put it onto a surface and just extend it. So when you look at the tortoiseshell and then you look at the rattan or the weave of the base, you've got a lovely visual picture starting without actually having to go too far. Now, also, because these are round and we've got the round of the berries, I want to get a little bit more movement. So to achieve that, I'm just going to use this lovely willow, and that's going to bring or connect this arrangement down into the base over here, so that we've got a nice little story happening. So hopefully that will hold. Please just hold, please hold. Hold on, I better just do this properly. If I got the wire, I could wire it. But so now I've got this coming down into here. We've got this lovely structure and the lovely movement, and then bringing in some more berries. This is going to give me a nice framework in which to hold these gorgeous gerberas. So that can go down to the, and look at that lovely picture already. Just on its own, it looks gorgeous. Now, with our beautiful gerberas, I'm just going to carefully just place those into there. And what I love about this particular variety of gerbera, it doesn't, you know how the other ones, the daisy type ones, always seem to kind of fall over? These don't do that. Now I'm just going to place these as if they were naturally growing, placing those down and into there. I'll bring that one down a little bit smaller into there. But look how easy these are. It is to display with just a couple of forms, and just how perfect. I'll just put that into there, that won't matter. How lovely those two forms are looking. And if that does get a little bit of a droop on, or it needs some added support or additional support, it's got the berries with it. But doesn't that just look gorgeous with just those forms together? Love it. Now I'm going to use this one as well. That can go around to there. I'm going to have to deal with Tig because he is becoming a little bit of a nuisance. Now, because I've got those over there, I'm just going to bring one down and into there. So that's your eye hits this and the berries, and it just drifts through there. Now, the other thing I wanted to use with these is some echinacea. And look how gorgeous these are. As another texture and another form. It's still in the same colorway, but doesn't this just look like a little floral extravaganza without actually having to break into a sweat? So there we have the design. Now because I like to just take it a wee bit further, if you're looking for something nice for Easter, now this did have another leg on it, but unfortunately it might have been Tig that might have just been a little bit of a nuisance down here. Look at that. Beautiful little display for Easter, and you could put around the base some gorgeous eggs. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed sharing it with you. Happy Easter, and I'll see you all again another day.